The Marines were the first ones to use the Navajo Code Talkers.
Would you welcome Albert Smith, Alfred Peaches, and William Kine? Till just a few years ago, many of you would have never heard the term Navajo Code Talkers. You weren't aware that they helped win battles in the Pacific Theater. The Japanese had cracked every other code until they came to the Navajo language. Not only did they use the Navajo language, they developed a code out of the Navajo. Now, you were telling me yesterday that, like for ships, you would have a certain type of word, and for submarines you'd have another word. So tell me, how did that work? Say, what were some of the words for some of the ships?
You want it in Navajo or English?
In English and then Navajo.
Dachau was, in translation, is iron fish, which was a submarine. And Tlotso, which is the battleship, Sidine, which meant bird carriers. They weren't carrying birds, but they had a similarity with the birds, airplane carriers.
And Bill, you were telling us yesterday that one of the words for a grenade, there was no Navajo word for a grenade. So what did you translate grenade into?
It would be potatoes. In code, we call namasi. That is potatoes.
Then they would translate the code word for word. And in the Navajo language, there was no word, from what I understand, that translated exactly out to our word the, T-H-E. So what did you use in the Navajo code talk for even our word the?
And
that means?
That means the.
That was the. In English, that was blackbird, correct? So you didn't know I knew Navajo, but I know one word. Bill, you told a story at dinner last night of one of your buddies that remember about the water in the canteen? Now, these guys, some of them had never left the reservation until the Marines came. I'll have Albert tell just a moment about when he left the reservation. Could you tell us the story about your friend and the canteen and the water? You remember what you're telling us at dinner?
Yes. During the Pacific War, we have pills that was for water. In case you run out of water, empty canteen, find a water somewhere, and you put in your canteen and put a couple of pills in there, and wait 3 minutes or so before you drink it. Well, you know, there's no matter how hard things are over there along the line, we left here and there. As always, one guy has a funny way to do things or say things. So this one guy, his canteen was empty, and before he filled up his canteen from a pool on the ground, he squat down and got on his hands and knees and drank the water. And one of his buddies says, "Are you crazy? You're supposed to put it in your canteen, shake it for a while." And he got up and said, "Oh, that's all right." And he he took that couple pills and swallowed it and started jumping up and down. And
Albert, you have the opportunity to teach across the country, from what I understand, and tell other people about the Navajo ways. I think you've written a poem about your experience, and before you read the poem, if there's anything else you'd like to say to this crowd today, and then we'd like for you to share this beautiful poem that you've written.
Okay. Thank you. I was asked, as a president of the Navajo Code Talkers Association back in 1995 at the VJ Day in Honolulu, Hawaii, at the Punch Bowl. This was my message, my spiritual wish for my comrades. And I say to you, comrades, those of you that are here, the mothers, fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers, and all of you who have departed relatives of the necessities of wars, I ask them, rest in peace. We are proud Americans, proud Navajo Marines, and the proud, humble Navajo Code Talkers. Today we, as warriors, stand before you with humility, with honor, and with pride. These attributes you left us to enjoy, to care for, and to treasure. With your passage through the shadows of death came our precious freedom, liberty, and justice. We survivors of these conflicts honor you with a special tribute. Lend us your spiritual ears. Drums of the ages have echoed for you with songs and dances. Rest in peace. You have earned it. You left us the choice to wake up with the dawn's light, the goodness of life, the noonday to use corn pollen, the evening light to use the yellow corn. These are the measures of freedom, to talk and to thank the Great Spirit. Rest in peace, comrades. You have earned it. Semper Fidelis. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you, Peaches. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. We want to present our Marines with a special gift. In this way, we say thank you for coming and make our weekend special. They've come up here from Window Rock, Arizona this weekend to make this evening special for us, and we thank you all. That's our gift to you. We hope you have a safe trip home.